Look at here. You tuned in to the SchroBanks Show from Rated R Studios. Obviously, I'm your boy, Rated R Randy. I got my dog, Ray.
What's up?
And I got my dog, EDJ.
What's going on?
What's happening?
What's up?
This nigga pulled up like a drunk uncle, bro. Alright, so you know what it is.
Look at here, man. I ain't got nothing else to say to you.
Hey, let me tell you something.
Doesn't say hi, doesn't say hello.
Alright, so this is what it is. I don't.
Bro, I was kicking myself for the, I guess, inactivity of the past few weeks when it came to putting out episode 59. And I was just very insecure about the numbers for 59, but now it's doing really well.
Alright. I was like, it's okay.
No, it's doing really well.
Yeah.
But I was kicking myself like that first day we only had like
10 views or something.
Yeah, it was bad.
When we crack double digits, no problem. Niggas was struggling.
You know what was cool though? The subscribers kept going up.
Yep.
Yeah, over the time, yeah, like
that's a fact.
Took that little mini break. They just slowly but surely.
But the fans.
Speaking of, this is 60 episodes.
60
episodes.
60. That's what niggas say when they don't have nothing. 60. I'm thinking of what to say. Yeah, bro. I mean, we plugging along, man. We getting there. We're putting in our 10,000 hours.
Shout out to our friend down in Australia, Jeffrey. Shrimp on the Bobby.
Shrimp on the Bobby.
He was our fan.
Shrimp on the Bobby.
Damn, I felt head ass as fuck just saying that shit.
Yeah, shout out to bro, man. That really affirmed a lot of things for me.
Fact. You know what's funny, bro? Us like making fun of that accent. Like, have you ever seen videos of like foreign people doing our accents?
Oh, absolutely.
That's the funniest shit in the world, bro. They either go like straight Valley Girl or like middle of nowhere Texas type of Southern drawl like that. And they actually do a decent job.
It's weird.
On our accents.
It's so weird to see.
Bro, because I was sitting there thinking like, how long can you truly sustain like a British accent? Even
Damson Idris from Snowfall, when he would go in and out of his accents, bro, that's crazy.
That shit be creepy to me. Yeah. I don't know, bro. These niggas be feeling like agents, man.
Oh, they are agents. Most definitely. You an agent, sir.
Bro, I start getting real scared. I'm gonna start pulling that Malcolm X. You just standing by the window with the yacht on the deck, bro.
Yes, sir.
But
what we got? How's everybody week, man?
Finally made it. It's Friday as we recording, so made it through the week. Another week down.
Any like different thoughts in your mind? Any different things you were thinking about throughout the week? Just
on some real clarity. Yeah, like it's funny because like Randy knows this better than anybody. Like I just constantly replay old conversations and moments in my head.
So
constantly. Do I. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, like, I'm just constantly replaying them. I'm like, damn, did I say everything? Did I get everything off my chest? And I was like, even if I didn't, fuck it. Yeah. Like my dog said, fuck it. Because what am I gonna do? Right. You know what I'm saying? And you could send that text at like 10:30 at night. You totally could. Is it gonna get you anywhere? No.
Probably not.
It's not gonna get the results you really want.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Because what are the results that you really want? You don't know. Right. You got an idea of them shits. You sit there, well, I want to get back together. You really don't. You really just at a place of insecurity. Yep, you chasing a high. Yeah. I realized that like love turns us all into crackheads and we're all chasing that first hit. That first good hit. I gotta get it back. And the worst part is it's an attainable high, but we be going after it with like bullshit drugs. Like we be trying to get the real, and niggas be out there selling us what's that the bullshit that they be selling people, the fake heroin that's been killing people.
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about though? China mass produces it.
God damn.
Of course they do.
They selling fake H.
Yeah, no, that is because a lot of times like people will mix that with like these different opioids we got. That's floating around through the country.
That's rough.
Yeah, damn it. I'm so mad I cannot think of it.
Niggas want stepped on love.
Bro, that's what niggas don't want it. That's what niggas is getting.
Yeah.
You trying to get the pure, that Colombiana, 100% pure, that fish scale.
That's why, man. That's why being self-assured is important. And just being really content with what you got going on until somebody comes around that's dope enough for you to be like, okay, now is the time where I can add somebody to my life.
Yeah.
Add somebody, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like a lot of times, bro, like you just end up carrying.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And like, I'm not saying like it's a one-way street. Like y'all end up carrying each other just in different aspects, and it's unhealthy for both. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point. You basically, at the end of the day, you have to figure out who you can carry the most throughout your life and who can carry you throughout your life, because you're going to fuck up too, right?
Fact.
And you just have to find somebody that carries you as equally as you carry them.
Yeah.
I don't want to be.
That's what happens, though.
Nobody
at
wants
the end
to
of
be
the day, no one wants to, but that's what happens.
But you end up having to be, and that certain level of vulnerability with a partner just sounds.
What is being carried though?
What is being carried? Like, okay, like let's just say you had a shitty week. Like for some reason, shit wasn't aligning for you. Your week was fucked. Your mood was fucked. And they were still that same loving person that you grew to know and love. They held it down. And especially like if y'all got kids, like they kind of go the extra mile. Like they make sure dinner is cooked and, you know, the kids are straight and so on and so forth. Or they go out of their way to get you one of your favorite things, you know, whether it's a magazine or some fucking wings, like that specific wings that you like from this one spot. And they just sitting there on the table and they let you be and stew in your own funk for me.
Is that carrying?
Slightly, because like you want to be able to talk to your partner and be like, hey, what's going on? But they might not be in the right space. So they kind of got to carry that emotional weight that they want to give to you, but you're not in a place to carry it yourself. So they got to they load in a little bit of yours. Like yours spills on over to them.
I'll tell you what though, the one thing that really shows when somebody carries is if you lose your job and they're still there. Because that's the big test, right? Because if you don't have that job and they do, that's on them.
Yeah, if there's no steady stream of income coming in on your part, whether it's a job, side hustles, so on and so forth, if there's no steady stream of income coming in from you and they got to shoulder this shit,
I feel like looking at it like carrying is a slippery slope, though.
For sure.
If you look at it like carrying, it's a slippery slope. I look at it like if you love somebody, you doing whatever necessary to get through.
I think that comes with the territory, though.
Yeah, and I kind of feel like maybe we're getting hung up on like the terms.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm just saying like
no, absolutely, because like that term is dangerous in and of itself.
Yeah, if you carry like. I think men's responsibility and what's deemed our responsibility, in a sense, if you really want to be honest, is carrying things.
Yeah.
But if we look at it like that, that's dangerous.
True.
I think if we look at it like that, that's dangerous. And it's really, you know, it creates ego problems.
That is very true.
Yeah, because you could either end up with like a broken man or like a megalomaniac in the house. Yeah, like a fucking tyrant. Which
happens a lot.
Yeah, because I was about to say, and I don't see too many happy mediums. I really don't. I always see one or the fucking other. You know, like those dudes were like, you know, oh, my wife runs me and, you know, she gives me just enough space to do what I wanted. Right. No, fuck all that. And then, or you got the motherfuckers that be like, yeah, I got my bitch in check. Bro, why are you like this?
That's stupid.
Like,
that sounds terrible.
Exactly. Like, you just called your wife a bitch? Why?
But is that around certain people though?
That's what I'm saying. Like you can't just disrespect your wife to me like that. Like if you do that in the same
you don't. But in certain times it's okay.
Oh yeah, exactly. When
really only in the mood,
moment. Yeah, in that moment.
Yeah. Outside of that, like, hey bitch. What you cooking?
Hey dog, you see that Tyler Perry movie? I said ashtray. Ashtray, bitch. Why? Like, why was that even dialogue in that movie, bro?
It's funny because people don't picture people being treated that way that often, right? I think that's why the people found it funny. But it probably happens way more.
That shit is all, bro. Like, how many people are in abusive relationships that just don't speak on it and go about life like it's a regular. It's astounding.
Or don't even know it.
Right.
Or, yeah, because this is all they know.
And that's probably a higher percentage that don't even know it.
just moving around in abusive relationships.
And I mean, the thing is, we've talked about this a long time ago on the show, but I mean, back in, the 50s and 60s, that shit happened a lot.
Oh, fuck yeah.
A lot.
Yeah. Motherfucker, like, it was normal. Like, it was damn near promoted.
Not okay, by the way.
That's why I said it was damn near promoted. Like, I constantly always think about the honeymooners and just like, this nigga would like openly threaten to whoop his wife's ass in front of millions of people.
Hey, that show was number one.
It's the wildest shit in the world, and that was the norm. That was the norm.
But that's why I'm cool with letting women get their shit off, about their issues and what they going through.
Yeah,
because
I'll be having to check myself.
Yeah, because undermining women has been
a thing,
a U.S. culture. It's been a U.S. staple. It's really around the world. Just undermining women and just treating them less than. That's been something that's been established throughout the world. So I'm cool with letting them get their shit off. And if there's talking points that we need to, all right, maybe there's something here we can discuss, cool, but...
To be fair, we did talk mad shit about women's sports. I mean, we did.
Bro, you just gonna dime us out like that?
Damn! You can't help but snitch.
You the feds, dog.
Fuck! Oh.
They said call 1-800-EDJ. The crime hotline.
Oh my God.
Damn, EDJ.
Fuck.
Fuck, they gonna be digging up episodes.
I know, man.
That's got new fans.
That's why we putting out all this shit now. We trying to bury it. You digging it up. Yeah, you gonna make me go back and delete some episodes.
So we can delete that.
Speaking of which, though, have you seen the new thing where it's athletes saying number such and such on the WNBA's code, and the WNBA players having a problem with it?
Yeah.
Like, say her name. I don't know her name. But say her name. I don't know her name. But she's cold.
Bro, because I was just like, that's been a thing in sports for the longest.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't matter what gender, whatever, does not fucking matter. Because, bro, if I'm watching high school sports, matter if it's male, female, either or, right?
You don't know shit.
I don't know shit about either players. So I'm going to be like, hey, cuz right there, number 7, that nigga nice.
Mm-hmm.
Or she number 15 on the other squad, she nice.
And I think the WNBA players have to really just consider the fact that they're on the building blocks of making WNBA really popular.
I think, because I think just now, I mean, or at least in the last 5 years, the WNBA is finally getting pure athletes in their league, right? Because, I mean, it hasn't really been a pure athlete league. It's just been, Sue Bird and people like that. But
Diana Taurasi.
Right. And now it's actual really good players. And I think, they have a chance to really turn it around into something that's, like the U.S. women's soccer team is doing, making a name for themselves.
Fact.
But again, you gotta let the women get their shit off because this year is a frustration that's pent up. And then we can have the talking points at some other point.
Because, you absolutely right, bro. It's so fucked up that, that they have to go like that, though. They've been so downtrodden that, they just are willing to unleash that pent-up aggression on any and everybody, even if it's unwarranted.
It's the same thing. I'm not gonna say it's the same thing, but it's like black people fighting for our rights.
Yeah.
Bro, and it's remember when the Rodney King and shit, the riots in LA happened? It was innocent white people that was getting fucked up. Right. And it's just the built-up emotions from being oppressed for hundreds of years. And you just say, well, at least they're getting their shit off in a constructive way. Right. It's not like they knocking heads.
Self-destructive.
You know what I mean? So I'll be like, all right, get your shit off. And
it's just, it's so polarizing because then you're...
But you have to be open to criticism or you have to be open to feedback too.
Yeah.
You can't just get your shit off and then it just be a one-way thing.
Oh, well, he's talking back to that woman. He's mansplaining.
There's certain things that we can explain. There's certain things that have answers. You know what I'm saying?
Because that's the nuanced way of looking at it. Yeah. But when people are just outraged like that, they not trying to hear what the fuck you saying. Hear what I say and that's it.
That is right on the money.
Oh, I already know. I've been looking at this and it's just been knucking futs, bro.
Bro, I remember this movie that came out. It's one of my favorite basketball movies. It's probably in my top 5 basketball movies. Glory Road.
Oh, yeah.
And one of the things the coach said is you got to make sure you're on the right side of history. And that's always influenced how I move in everything. Yeah, bro, because You just don't want to be, even as far as the LBGT shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just how we were raised. We wasn't raised to really give a damn about homosexuality.
No.
I mean, their biggest right happened when we were all about to graduate, or when I was about to graduate high school, and you guys were just fresh out of high school.
Yeah.
And that's not that long ago.
So we wasn't raised to really give a shit about that, but
Sure wasn't.
it's just really realizing that they're human beings. And you wanting to be on the right side of history. 50 years down the road, you don't want to have to tell your kids, man, we was thinking like this and talking like this about them. And
some people,
because that's embarrassing.
yeah,
That's embarrassing.
like imagine the white people that got to say, man, 60 years ago we was fucking them niggers up. Grandma.
Well, I mean, we were. You know what I'm saying? I feel that, bro, because that be like us, be like, shit, nigga, we told them gay niggas get the fuck up out our face. You know what I'm saying? Why? Like, why?
They human, bro.
Yeah. Regular people with jobs. You know what, though? That's something else. I really appreciate Atlanta so fucking much.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's a huge hub for, like, gay culture, right?
Yeah.
And I was sitting out, like, I'm having conversations with gay people because, like, it's not that available here in Missouri. You know what I'm saying?
No, you gotta go all the way to Westport.
Yeah, and, like, how often am I in Westport with flamboyant gay people?
Right.
Not often, right? So, I'm, like, and, like, they're just out and about, and we just having normal conversations about regular shit. No
Because
issues.
they're people.
Exactly. And I'm not saying like I didn't think of them as people.
No, I know.
It was just really hard to have conversations with gay people.
Mm-hmm.
And like that was just like nobody said a word. Most you hear is like an older nigga and be like here they could say he's sweet.
And at the end of the day, bro, you just wait for them to die out. The old niggas,
it's fucked up.
I hate to say it.
It's fucked up, ain't it? But yeah, you just gotta wait for them old ideals to die out, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bitch. We just gonna wait for him to die. Like that?
It sucks. It sucks.
That's somebody's grandpa already.
I got some relatives that's probably on the side about,
Nigga.
on the side that, the less desirable side of their stance on homosexuality.
Yeah.
So, not saying I want them to die, but for these people to get a fair shake, those ideals will have to die out. That's just a matter, of what the fuck is Chris Rock doing? What movie is this?
I have no fucking idea, bro.
It actually look alright.
It don't look bad.
Huh.
Oh, I saw this. It's like a bunch of comedians.
Fargo. About Fargo, North Dakota?
I have no idea.
Real
But I think it's
shit.
a bunch of famous comedians that got together and did this.
I hope it's funny.
I'm
gonna give it a try.
Alright.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Back to it.
Speaking of new programming and just to continue to shoot the shit.
Sure.
I watched Last Chance U. I knew he was gonna do a review. I don't know if I want to do one.
Nah.
It was too.
The worst part, like, I managed to get to deep into episode 2, almost episode 3.
oh, they have a new season already?
Yeah.
Where's that this time?
It's in Oakland, California.
At Laney.
Yeah. And I was super interested because like I've grown up listening to Bay Area music. I love the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love everything about it. I even went there one time and it felt like a second home.
Mm.
But like that was, bro, football culture is just toxic. It's just hard for me to watch sometimes.
Football culture is toxic. One, I don't know. I think the formula of Last Chance U was getting tired.
That too.
Because then it's like they're pandering to wherever they're at. And then you hear, okay, bet we heard Too Short in the joint. We heard
Mac Dre.
Okay, cool, yeah. And I championed it. I was like, hey, they're playing Mac Dre. And then it's just like, oh, this is what they did everywhere else they went.
Yep.
Or they just kind of pandered to that. But it's cool. I get it. I think I was probably more disappointed with, like, I guess the post-production. And I think Corona
fucked that up. More than likely.
And they wasn't able to do, get as detailed as they wanted to. Yeah.
I mean, how many times do you see the same story literally before you get tired of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we listen to rap, though.
That's
right.
also
I mean, yeah.
I was just like,
so do I, but I mean,
I've heard 1,000 ways of how you can ship cocaine.
Mm-hmm.
I still tune in every time, so maybe it's different though in a video format.
Maybe. Because I will say, Beam was probably the best coach out of everybody. From I guess, being less toxic than Coach Buddy and Coach Jason.
JB?
Yeah, JB.
Because you're absolutely right on that. Because, like, Bean was actually, like, a figure in Oakland.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he actually has a full legacy he left there. You know what I'm saying? Because JB, shit, you in or you out? Yeah. And I'm more than likely trying to get your ass out if you want to get me where I'm trying to go.
And with Beam is like, he'll see the point of no return and say, nah, I'm going to go back down.
Yeah.
The other two can't help themselves.
No, they can't. They will say the most horrendous shit to young developing minds.
He called that boy Hitler. No, he said, I'm going to be your Hitler.
Yup.
He said that to
the big German dude.
Yeah, you said, you're not Hitler, I'm going to be your Hitler. Like, bro, what? He fired his ass quick.
Yeah, you've lost your fucking mind. And, like, ain't no telling what else he was saying when the cameras was off.
Right.
Because you can't tell me JB wasn't dropping the N-bombs like no other dude. I know he was calling every player on the team, bitch ass nigga. You was a bitch ass nigga. Because when the cameras was on, he had to change. You a bitch ass dude. I'll fuck you up, motherfucker. Yeah, you changing it up for this. I already know as soon as them cameras going off.
What's up, homeboy? What's up, homie? Bro, you remember you got the new Cadillac and they was playing Throw Some D's? Great television. Fantastic.
No, whoever was there just to drop that little smidge in there, put it right over the fucking top.
Facts. But speaking of football, man, there was a very, a very controversial ranking that came out.
Crown Royal for this.
In the NFL top 100 players.
Yeah.
And the reigning Super Bowl MVP.
Same place he was last year.
Same place he was last year at number 4.
Reason.
At number 4, hey man, watch the shit.
What?
Like when you slam it.
Oh,
my bad.
But makes noise.
Yeah. But ranked at number 4. Notable guys ahead of him: Russell Wilson, Aaron Donald, and Lamar Jackson.
Which I found really, really peculiar because that's the first time I've seen Russell Wilson get that much love.
I wish niggas could see you right now, bro, because you look like the most sophisticated thug nigga right now. Tea and crumpets, bitch nigga. I love it. But go ahead, bro. My bad.
You straight, dog. Cause like I've never seen Russell Wilson get love like that. Like he'll make top 15, top 20, top 3. You put him at the top. And like, don't get me wrong, Russell Wilson has been this good for a long time.
Facts.
I think it's well deserved, honestly.
No, it is, but it's just really like you put him at what? He got the 3rd spot, right?
He got 2.
2.
Oh,
Aaron Donald was 3rd.
See, that's what I'm saying, because like, and they're saying, oh, it was by their peers, and so now people are saying football players don't know football, and I'm just like, that's literally their job. So how? All right, fuck it. I'm not gonna argue with that argument.
Well,
because that's fucking stupid.
Well, what they've said is that the ballots came out sometime in late November, which would have put Mahomes at the tail end of his injury, right? So that could be a factor as to why he's in the same spot he was. But it also said it ended in April. So from November to April, so you got to watch the Super Bowl. You got to watch all 2 of those playoff games, including the Super Bowl.
Yep.
And you're going to sit there and tell me that man is the 4th best player in football?
But you know what that tells me? These players resent the fact that Mahomes has all these weapons around him. They resent the fact that he has Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Sammy Watkins, a coach like Andy Reid, a coach like Bieniemy, and a GM like Veach.
Which is stupid.
It is stupid, but I understand it.
I understand it.
If you're a player that's career has been affected by, let's say you're a dope wide receiver and you have a quarterback that can't really get you the ball.
Or you got a coach like Adam Gase.
Or you got a bad coach or something. I could see players resenting that.
But come on, man.
But not to the point of putting... you know what? Actually, I'm actually fine with it this year. But what happened last year? When Patrick Mahomes had 1,000 more passing yards,
50 touchdowns,
24 more touchdowns. Like, What happened?
And and that's even the more astounding thing. Going into this year,
more success, more.
The man got hurt and still threw for 4,300 yards.
More wins.
Yeah.
More wins. Yeah.
No, that is like he gonna be on. Rest in peace, Kobe. He gonna be on some real Kobe system shit.
Yeah.
And you know what? I love it.
It's crazy because like the worst part is they're gonna figure out a way to make themselves the underdog. Like I knew this was gonna happen. Because they do this with the Pats constantly. Mm-hmm. Something random will happen in the offseason. And like, oh, the Pats are done.
And this team is way better than the Patriot underdog mentality teams. Maybe except for when they won the Super Bowl when they beat Atlanta. That was a good team.
I would say, because I was like, that was like our best.
That was a good team.
From a talent perspective, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Right.
From a talent perspective and on paper, I see what you're saying.
That's what I meant.
But I'm going to be real. If y'all start having deficits like that again, I'm still not banking on it. That's too dangerous to play with.
Absolutely.
The double digit deficits, you know what I'm saying? Like
we have to get out to early starts.
Yeah.
I hated that shit.
On the road, that game's over.
Yeah. Like I don't believe in it. Like it was cool, like it was magical this year. I don't think that's replicable. I really don't.
And I think that's a part of him getting better.
Oh yeah. And like that's something else that I feel like is just kind of being swept under the rug. Next year will be what, his fourth season?
Third year starting,
fourth season in the league.
Yep.
And he's already a potential GOAT.
Yep.
Let's take off the hate a little bit. Like I let it go this year. Like after I said, I was just like, oh, he got heart too. Because I was like, I know he can play like, when it's just, fair, it's 50-50. What you gonna do when you get punched in the mouth?
Right.
He swung back.
And he answered that question. Now to go to the other side of it, I agree with Lamar Jackson at number one.
For him, he was the best player in the league last year.
I'm cool with him being number one.
Which that was the thing that was bothering me. It was just seeing people, they was just like, oh, do you really think he's better? Speaking, last year he had a better year. Regular season.
Better regular season.
He had a better regular season.
That's what it's judged on. But I will say this. If he has another playoffs like the last two, don't put this nigga above my quarterback.
Yeah.
He can't do that no more.
Can't.
No. Now it's
there's
over.
No more excuses.
There's no more excuses. You got 2 years under your belt. We need to see something play.
Yeah. Because like they've been embarrassing losses too. It's not like hard fought losses. Like
exactly.
And they've been on him. I mean
like for the most part, yeah, because like he is that offense, and so when the offense is sputtering, it is on him.
Yeah.
But here's the main thing. I'm fine with Russell Wilson being over Mahomes. That's fine.
Really?
I consider Russell Wilson probably as good as Mahomes.
Really?
As a whole.
As a whole.
Mahomes has some better things. But as a whole, Russell Wilson is probably just as good as Mahomes.
You know what? You're absolutely right, because we've watched this man for the past, 7-8 years, turn shit to sugar.
He's had what? I don't think he's even had a losing season. One losing season. And he's been there 10 years?
Yeah. And who's notable? Like, what's notable receivers he's had over the years?
It's probably the best receivers he's had right now.
Exactly. And it's like by no means are they just like top tier receivers. They're like top 20 guys.
Tyler Lockett's pretty good.
No, that's what I'm saying. They're top 20 guys at best. Because I was like, I can name 10 receivers off the top of my head. I would take over Tyler Lockett. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
Metcalf is gonna be good though.
Yeah, he will be.
Yeah, nah, he showed me a lot. He shut me the fuck up last year. Because, bro, I thought he was just a combine hero. That's what I thought. I was just like, oh, he athletic as fuck.
Workout warrior.
Fact, that's what I thought he was, bro. Nah, he's out there making back shoulder catches, toe taps, the whole shit. I'm like, oh, he's a complete receiver. And you can move him everywhere with no issue. Mm-hmm. They threw him in the slot was a problem. Out wide, problem. Across the middle, so on and so forth. Like, he's solid. He's fucking solid. I don't know his ceiling. I don't think it's super high, but it's not low.
No.
Like, he can be 1,008 guy.
He could be a Watkins type.
Who?
A Sammy Watkins type.
Oh, okay.
A healthier Sammy Watkins.
Yeah, no, I thought you was talking about Will Tye for a second.
Oh, no.
Why are we talking about that bum ass tight end for the Giants? The fuck?
He could be a Watkins type. I mean, he could be, probably better than Watkins at the end of the day. But that's not a bad thing to be
No,
compared
that's
to.
actually a decent ceiling, to be completely honest. Because before he started getting hurt, he was solid. He was good.
Right.
But it's hard to keep up with those injuries.
Are we cool with the Aaron Donald also?
No.
I am. I'm not gonna lie, I am.
At some point, come on.
Wow.
Come on. At some point, Aaron Donald can be the 5th best player. And it's not that Aaron Donald isn't great. He is. But somebody brought up a stat at one point. In 4 games, he didn't have a single sack. And in the playoff games, his career playoff games, he's had a half a sack.
Well, have you ever seen those games? That man gets triple teamed. They single him out.
That's fine. But, I mean, if you're great, you figure it out.
Huh? So you expect a nigga to fight through a triple team?
Lawrence Taylor did.
All right, bro.
He was on call. Exactly. We're talking about
But one of the best players ever, no?
Fact. Big fact.
Yeah.
Damn, this liquor got me sweating a little bit.
Yeah, I'm babysitting.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. I've been babysitting this shit, feeling like a bitch, sweating already.
This is like number 4 for me. I don't know what you got to do.
Boy, you turned.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, and he got to drive home? Before I got broke like Jack.
Fuck with that dog like me. Knock that rock that Pete.
That's crazy.
What do you guys make, since we're on sports, what do you guys make of the Dak Prescott situation?
That boy is stupid.
Are
there new wrinkles in the story? Because I'm not aware.
He didn't want to sign a contract, which would have been more than Wentz at the end, more than Goff. It would have been the 2nd highest contract,
bro.
And he said no,
bro, because he think
you're not Mahomes.
I'm saying he really think he gonna get that Mahomes money. And Mahomes might be the last guy for about 5 years before we see another big contract like that.
Think so? You don't think they're paying Lamar like that?
He's got to win.
They need a win out of him. And plus, he said he doesn't even, he's not even thinking about a contract until he can bring home a chip.
And that's good.
Yeah, no, that's a good dog mentality to have. Mm-hmm. It's just, realistically, I don't think any other team can afford to do that. Like, that was carefully planned.
Yeah.
The way they did it. And I don't think everybody else's cap situation is as carefully as constructed as the Chiefs is.
And that's what drives me crazy about.
He's got a Jenga house, bro.
Also, I thought niggas was lying when they said we only had $100-something left.
Oh no,
we really only have $100-something left.
I have $3.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the thing is that Tyreek Hill just signed his contract during this year.
Yep. Yeah.
Travis Kelce signed it last year.
Yep.
And then Matthew from last year.
Yep.
And then Chris Jones just now.
Yep.
And then Mahomes just now.
Yep.
And Frank Clark.
And Frank Clark.
Oh, yeah.
And Frank Clark.
Sign and trade.
So everybody they have is under a contract. And that's good. Well, A, that's really good.
Yeah, that's true.
B, people who are saying, well, you guys don't have any cap room, blah, blah, blah. We have everybody we need now. So this idea that the Chiefs have no money left, well, they don't, obviously.
No money.
But they don't need it at this point.
Only thing is...
and Watkins has a new contract, too.
Oh, yeah, Watkins, he took a smaller contract.
Okay.
Good for him. What is it? If I was worried about anything with this team, I'd be worried about the line now that the doctors, he opted out.
Yeah.
That's true.
And
but we picked up a decent guard.
Did you?
Yeah, we drafted that guy that didn't allow a sack his whole career in college. I can't remember what his name is.
No. But we picked up that free agent too.
Oh yeah.
I forgot what his name was.
And we also have Taco Charlton now on defense too.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Which Taco Charlton, Chris Jones, Frank Clark.
Yeah,
if they get Taco Charlton in the right frame,
that's
just terrifying.
Yeah, that's the main point.
But also Dallas is a clusterfuck. So
the crazy part is, on paper, they should be so fucking good. On paper, they should be so fucking good.
Who's that?
Dallas.
Yeah.
On paper, they should be
every year. They should be
great.
Yeah.
And but you know what though? They finally got Jason Garrett's bum ass out of there. So
who's their coach again now?
McCarthy.
Yeah, that offense should be humming, dog.
Yeah, like to me, that was a marginal move.
It was.
Like, because, like, anything is an improvement from Jason Garrett.
Yeah.
But Mike McCarthy, his last few years in Green Bay was awful.
But he has a lot more to work with, too.
Though?
Huh?
Was that his fault, though?
Yeah, because he didn't bring personnel in.
But is that his job, though? To bring people in?
You should be looking. I was going to say, you should be looking at that.
Well, he should be looking, but he's not the one that draws up the contract, though. And says, okay, here's what
you don't have to drop the contract.
He can put the demands into the front office. Like,
I'm looking at,
that's who I want. Yeah. That's who my guy wants.
That's
the guy
fair.
You're paying,
But how much of that is them?
Now, I get what you're saying, because it's not absolutely Mike McCarthy's fault. But since you signed on as the head coach, you are my fall guy. So that's why I'm a blame.
Yeah. And I mean, how much of that is them, one, not wanting to play in Green Bay, which could be. Two, not wanting to deal with Aaron Rodgers.
I feel like...
Who apparently is pretty fucking annoying.
I'd imagine he is, but let's be real. Tom Brady seems like just not a cool guy. like there's no other way I could put it. He just does not seem cool.
People fuck with him, though, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, they do.
Like, people really fuck with dudes.
They do. And it's just...
You know, it's funny. I was listening to I Am Athlete podcast, which is a really good podcast.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It's a really good podcast.
I've seen that episode with Ocho Cinco on it.
Yeah.
That was great.
Who hosts it?
It's like Reggie Wayne, Fred Taylor, and Brandon Marshall.
Yeah.
Real shit.
Yeah. It's a really good podcast.
All right, I'm going to give it a try.
Yeah.
My first time hearing it.
But they were talking about... Reggie was talking about a story about Peyton Manning. Mm-hmm. And he said, Peyton Manning will kick your ass off the field in 2 seconds if you don't know how to play. And he said, don't get it twisted. Peyton Manning was similar to Michael Jordan in the way he wants to win, and you're going to win his way. So this idea that, Peyton Manning was a super nice guy on the field is wrong.
I knew he wouldn't.
It doesn't, well, but that's what people think of him.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
People think of that?
That's true.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, same thing, you would think the same thing about, a Mahomes type, but all those guys are killers, man.
That's true.
They want to win. So if you're not doing your job, they're going to tell you to fuck off.
Yeah. You know what, though? Like, in Mahomes' case, he just seems like the type of dude that, like, if, let's say somebody's been fucking up all day, he's still going to try to get them to rock just to bust the slump, just to attempt to bust the slump.
That's true.
We know he always goes to the guy with the hot hands, but if, dude is 0 for 4 on targets, fuck it, let's go for it.
I mean, he still threw to Demarcus Robinson in the divisional game after he dropped like 4 passes.
I think the thing for Tom Brady is the fact that he had Bill Belichick to be the fall guy.
That's actually...
And to be the villain.
Yeah, because I think he was just so hard and insane on himself while Belichick was out there barking at everybody that allowed him to just do what he needed to do. That's why I just don't know about this experiment in Tampa. I really fucking don't.
I don't either.
Like, I don't believe it. Until I see results on the field, I will not believe it.
Bruce Arians is not Bill Belichick. One.
He's not. He's a player's coach.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that's bad. It's just, I don't know if that's going to mesh with Brady's style of...
Tom Brady's going to come in. I have 6 championships. I know what I'm doing. I'm going to play my style, okay?
Do you guys see that being like a disaster, though?
Oh, it could be.
Just for one of the money that they spent on Brady, fuck their cap for the next 2-3 years.
Yeah, but they got
I think Mike Evans was on his new contract already, though.
Yeah, but Chris Godwin's coming up next year.
Oh, that's true. Shit. But would you rather hold on to Evans or Godwin?
I don't know.
I'm going with Godwin.
Yeah, because it's close.
Because with Godwin, I can do more with Godwin. I can put him everywhere. Mike Evans, he's like, I've said it multiple times. To me, he's just a 50-50 guy. And it works out. He knows how to move. Like, he knows how to angle his body just right. He a big body guy, and he got a little speed on him. Other than that, like, I wouldn't put him out there in the flat on a screen. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Like,
yeah, that's true.
I could do that with Godwin.
How you feel about Michael Thomas being? I think he was ranked 5th in the top 100. Right?
I think he was a little over than that. I think he was 6. No, McCaffrey was 6.
Which he should have been.
Which is low.
Low-key, that was because he shouldered that whole fucking offense. Yeah. That whole fucking offense. That was him. That was him. Anytime you have, 80-plus receptions as a running back, yeah, you need some more respect on your name.
That's true. That's true. So, since we're on football, we can also talk about Keenan Allen saying that he's the best wide receiver in the AFC West.
No, sir.
The worst part is he has a point. If he can stay healthy, he has a point.
Oh, no. I've been saying this for years.
Yeah.
But just considering who he has thrown him the ball now and who Tyreek has thrown the ball to him now, he's going to eat these words and it's not going to be cool and it's shitty. It's super shitty.
Herbert looked like he can get the ball out, though. Justin Herbert.
I love Justin Herbert. I think he will be something along with Drew Lock. I think this AFC West picture is about to get real tight the next 3 years.
Herbert looked like he can throw that thing.
I think it's about to get real tight.
But can he fucking aim? He has worse aim than Josh Allen.
Oh, that's just disrespectful.
It's not. It's not. His arm, he has a fucking rocket. No doubts about that.
The thing about Justin Herbert, he has such good wide receivers. I don't know if he has to be that accurate. For now.
Who else do they have other than Keenan Allen?
You got Mike Williams.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, Mike Williams.
See, this is the whole thing, though. You know what they're going to call for a lot? 50-50 balls.
Yeah.
And if you can't just put it right there in the bread basket.
Keenan Allen?
I'm talking about with Mike Williams.
Okay.
Because, he's really cool.
Keenan Allen down there the best route runner in the league, dog. Damn near.
Yeah. I'll say it's probably between...
He's a better route runner than Tyreek. Like,
oh yeah. Good. Tyreek get away with so much just due to explosiveness.
Facts.
So that was my main arguing point against Tyreek for the longest, but he's shown consistency in it. But route running wise, there's no one really outperforming Keenan Allen, Nuke, and Julio. It's kind of it. Like that's the bar I see for like route running. But
OBJ is pretty good too.
Yeah. Kind of had to make an admission to myself. Because I was just like, yeah.
But he's also got Baker Mayfield throwing on the ball, so.
That's a fact.
Do you guys, I know we're talking about football a lot, so I apologize to everyone else, but do you guys feel like Baker Mayfield is probably just a tad bit better than Johnny Manziel?
Yeah.
Really, honestly, about the same.
I wouldn't say he's
Johnny Manziel, honestly, was a better athlete. Easily.
Hold on. He's kind of...
You don't think so?
No, he's kind of making a point. Athletically speaking, I would take Johnny football.
Manziel was running around like a chicken with his head cut off, though, too.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying he was good, but I'm saying he was a better athlete than Baker Mayfield.
Mm-hmm.
But people want to put Baker in this top 10 category.
Of what?
Of the quarterbacks.
Oh, hell no.
No.
He's not that.
Hell no.
Far from it.
Hell no.
Far from it. Sorry.
I'm taking Cousins, all them dudes over him.
Oh, that's... I'm sorry, Baker.
Beg pardon? Beg pardon.
You're not taking Cousins over Baker?
You wouldn't take Cousins over Baker.
I would, but I hate Kirk Cousins.
You can hate him, bro.
I understand.
Come on, dog.
Like, there's certain players I just don't fucking like, but you got to put them where they
That was just really disrespectful to Baker Mayfield.
It wasn't.
I'm sorry.
Baker Mayfield disrespects himself.
He stunk. Baker Mayfield stunk.
He disrespected himself every Sunday last year.
Yeah.
And then he had the nerve to get mad at other people. Sir.
Yeah, that's
Look in the mirror.
That's the guy you want to talk
You
to.
can't throw.
There's no way. You got...
I do have to apologize about Drew Lock, though. Drew Lock looks like he's about to be the real deal. Drew Lock looks like he's about to be the real deal. It looks like he's about to be the real deal.
And he got...
and he rapped Young Jeezy. Fuck it, he wins.
Stupid. Nah, because, what?
Who'd they get? Henry Ruggs?
Yeah.
Or no, who did they get?
No, they got Jerry Jeudy.
Jerry Jeudy.
Yeah, they got... That's crazy. How the fuck does Bama just put out elite players like this? Like how?
They get the best ones.
They've been doing it for years.
Yeah.
Them and Clemson get the best niggas.
Well, Clemson hasn't been doing it for years. They've been doing it recently.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, as of right now,
right.
Clemson and Bama.
Yeah. As for like just elite production, yeah. Fucking my fault. Yeah, because he's got Cortland Sutton on one side, now he's got Jerry Jeudy on the other. Kind of, you shooting with big hoops now. Like
Noah Fant tight end.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what he can
Melvin Gordon now, running back.
Yeah, I'm not gonna knock that. What was the other guy, the real speedy back they got? Real hothead on the field.
Oh Jesus.
He was on
Philip Lindsay.
There we go, Philip Lindsay.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. That's the one that had cancer?
No. That's James Conner.
Oh, for Steelers, right?
Yeah, you just confusing light skinned niggas.
You right.
Wow. Wow, Randy, thought I'd never see the day.
You shouldn't be surprised. I confuse them all the time. Let's switch gears a little bit. NBA just started back up.
Yes, it did.
I just wanted to catch you guys' reaction to maybe the gameplay, how everything is set up. Is there any surprises?
Right now, it's 102-101.
So,
this game is good.
Yeah, and guys aren't looking super rusty.
Nah, for being gone for a full offseason and then some, it doesn't look bad.
No. Everybody's playing hard. I was also seeing that they might not allow that rest protocol.
Rest protocol?
Like,
for star players?
Yeah, like load management and shit like that.
You talking about just in the bubble?
Yeah.
Hell no. What you resting for?
Yeah.
You just got back.
Hey, look, you preaching to the choir.
You got 3 scrimmage games, 8 seeding games, and in the playoffs. Ain't no time to miss.
Load management, Randy.
I guess. Kawhi.
Boy. That's fucking elite, bro. That man, he really just been able to do whatever he want. Good for him.
Yeah. Shout out Kawhi. Yeah, I like the NBA. I like it. I like it. It looks just like a new and improved Summer League. But on like a bigger level.
No, I mean, obviously on an elite level. It's
like if Summer League had a budget.
God damn, bro.
And the players actually played.
Yeah, Summer League is for diehard basketball fans. You watching that if you diehard.
Yeah, because that's like watching preseason games and really expecting something out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
You watching that if you diehard. But the setup is dope. So shout out NBA. Shout out for they haven't had a player testing positive.
Yeah.
Since they started, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's dope. I think the MLB, like you said, needs to.
They should take
notes.
Honestly, everybody should have either took notes from the NBA or from the UFC. The UFC did it so right. They talking about as soon as they offered, as soon as the fighter signed the contract, boom, they had them tested right then and there, right? Mm-hmm. So then from there, all right.
Do you need to quarantine?
Yep, boom. You need to quarantine? No? All right, take this flight. Right before you get on that flight, test you again. Mm. Once you land, we test you again. Then you quarantine in your, until those tests come back, and your hotel until those tests come back.
Stay in the bubble?
Yep. And then as soon as you find out, all right, you're good. All right, get ready for your weigh-ins. And then before the fight, they'll test you one more time. Like they test you 4 to 5 times within a week to 2 week span.
Word. So, UFC won the pandemic easily.
Oh man!
But I mean, it seems like it's easier for them to manage a pandemic than other sports. Though.
It is. But I'm just saying the quality of what they put out over the course of the pandemic has been second to none. Yeah.
Only thing I will say, it should have been a little bit more difficult just due to the far spanning of their athletes. They have athletes from every single corner of the earth, right? Mm. Number one. And there's more than 500 fighters signed to the UFC.
Yes. But once you have the fight made up, it's just about getting them to the bubble. I think that's easier. And then once they're done, they can go.
Yep.
You're dealing with, like, NBA players, you're dealing with several hundred guys that have to stay in this bubble, in this one place, going to a neutral site day in and day out.
Yeah.
So I think that task is just a much taller task.
Yeah. How many guys is it in there?
About 400 something.
Real shit?
Yep.
Damn, I didn't think it was that many. And then we're not even talking about, front office people and shit.
No.
Holy fuck. It's a lot of fucking mouths.
Coaches, all that stuff.
Yeah. God damn, it's a fucking lot.
What do you guys think about the justice, the Black Lives Matter and on the jerseys? And
it's a good thought.
Yeah.
It's a good thought. It's a good PR move. Because, like, only thing is, it's a great fucking idea. It's just kind of confusing when I'm trying to figure out what player I'm watching.
They said you already know.
I know.
You've been watching. You know what it is.
That real shit.
They said, look at here. You tune into the NBA.
Bro, I was just like, bro, who the fuck is this? Yo, Justice kind of hard, bro. I'm 37. Justice, yeah, that ain't nice, bro. That's not his name. Oh, you right.
Damn, say her name, y'all 30 on these bitches.
Fuck, we shouldn't laugh at that. Well, we should.
Nah, yeah, we're not laughing at the cause. We're just like, you know.
Like at the actual situation.
Yeah. But it's dope. I think it's dope.
Yeah.
It's just every chance you get, you're creating awareness. You're making sure nobody forgets about what we're talking about.
How do you guys feel about Jonathan Isaac not doing it?
I don't care.
I don't have an issue with it. I don't know how people would take my bad. I just don't understand why people are so up in arms about it.
Right.
That's what's confusing to me.
Right.
Because, okay, he doesn't feel compelled to protest the way you do.
Right.
That doesn't diminish what you're doing or what he's doing.
Right. And that doesn't, we don't know what he's doing in his personal life. And how he supports the cause.
And I'm gonna just be completely honest. People need to be completely real that, like, not everybody has to.
That's true.
He's not obligated. It's nice. It's a great gesture if he is. That shows character. That shows moral compass, so on and so forth. But if he doesn't, so fucking be it.
Yeah, but I wouldn't care about him doing it on a public platform. But I would want you to do that in your person. I mean, why wouldn't you, as a black man? Why wouldn't you speak up on your personal?
No, absolutely.
In your personal life.
I get it. I'm just saying there is no obligation for this shit.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
But wouldn't you feel a way about somebody that just in their personal life or just they never?
To an extent, yeah. But like
you don't know where they stand on shit.
Fair.
I would feel a way.
Yeah. But then that's mainly like if I knew him.
I mean, but if you supported him, he was one of your favorite athletes, and you don't know where he stands on this matter about people that look like you.
Yeah,
I will feel a way.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean he's a bad person. That keeps me from liking you that much more.
Right. Yeah, I feel it. Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of cool because then it kind of makes you break away from like fandom. Because, like, if quarantine has taught me anything, the idolatry of, like, celebrity / fandom, it's awful. This shit is a cancer.
Yeah.
Like, we should have never had this shit in the first place.
I really think being a celebrity is, like, a curse passed down from God. And he said, you niggas are gonna know what it feels like.
Damn. Hold on. Damn. Because that's as close to God as you're going to get.
Mm-hmm.
That was deep.
Yeah, fucking hard, bro. No, bro, because that's exactly what it seemed like, bro. You got to deal with God-like issues while you on Earth.
We all seen Bruce Almighty, nigga.
Bro. Because, like, that shit seemed like hell.
Bruh.
Hell.
Smite me, almighty smiter. That shit was great, though.
Nah, bro, the fact that God wrote, read back his fucking transcript to him. So, yeah, and then right here, when you threw that prayer bracelet and said, smite me, almighty smiter. How do you feel about that? God, you know how I be sometimes. Like, I just think, like, what if God runs back, like, some of my transcripts when I'm, like, you know, I'm out of my mind and I'm feeling real down, and I'm like, fuck you, nigga. Yeah, you remember when you was talking about that? Let's talk about that real quick.
No. Don't ask for forgiveness. Keep that same energy.
So yeah, I'm gonna send you. You gonna go to purgatory. You know, you wasn't that bad, but you gonna chill in purgatory and you gonna think about what you did. Bye.
But nah.
Bro, you gonna be sitting there like a kid making excuses and shit.
But it was not my fault.
You didn't even. Can I talk?
Bruce Almighty seemed like the greatest shit ever. Like when he split the suit like Moses, bruh. I don't know, bro. That shit was so hard.
Big fact. Nah, bro. This nigga, when he like puffed up his chest and was walking towards some fucking goons.
Nigga summoned the monkey up the dude.
1, 2, 3, now.
What a coincidence, because that's today.
That's today? What you mean today?
What? That was part of the movie.
Oh.
When the monkey comes out of his ass. He said, "I'll give you your apology when a monkey comes out of my butt." And he said, "What a coincidence, because that's today."
Oh yeah, got you.
Right.
My bad.
Yeah.
Not completely. It's been years.
Yeah,
it's been some years.
It's been
I'm a little rusty.
What do you guys feel about Portland?
Oh Jesus!
You are pissy drunk,
It
sir.
was that much. I'm good.
About Portland.
Blazers?
No. I wish.
Nah, I think he's talking about like the
Got you.
like
My
the
bad,
consistent
my bad.
protests they've been having out there.
Do you guys feel? Obviously, I'm not in the minority here, so I don't have as strong a feeling as maybe you guys would. But do you guys feel like that's too much at some point?
Protesting?
Well, not protesting, but continuously doing it, and at that point, it's mainly white people just standing there and protesting for probably not even the same reason they were doing it, a month ago.
That was
Does that bother you?
That was one of my initial concerns when all these protests started happening.
Right.
Yeah.
Because then I started seeing the wrong people showing up. Because I can only imagine how like gun rights advocates feel whenever motherfuckers like the Proud Boys show up, or who's some of those like really far right wing, radicals, when they start showing up like, fuck, you just fucked up my cause. Like I was going in there with a clear, concise plan. I want this. These are my demands, and now you're mucking this shit up.
You're making it about something else that
it's not about. It has nothing to do with race. I just want guns. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, and just imagine somebody co-opted that shit on a regular basis.
And that's the issue with a lot of black movements is that they're always co-opted. It's always groups coming and changing the narrative. That's what we seen with Cap when he was taking the knee in the NFL. It was changed the narrative, and the focus was on, okay, fuck Trump. No, it's not about that. Fuck them, but no, we're talking about black rights. We're talking about police brutality. That's what we're talking about. We weren't talking about Trump.
You know what's the weirdest thing, though, that's been bothering me? Whenever I hear people say Black Lives Matter, right? And you every time, it never fails, you always got that random motherfucker that's like, all lives matter. Fair. Very fucking fair. We know this is true. White people get their ass beat by the police, too. Where the fuck are y'all? Talk the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not okay. Yes, it's disproportionate.
I feel like they feel like it's just
a thing.
It's an occurrence.
Well, that's actually a good segue, because is it basically the same thing as like black on black crime in Chicago, or here in Kansas City, or St. Louis, or somewhere like that?
Where you saying black on black crime is a myth? Like it's
No. I'm saying I think he was saying, why aren't white people speaking up when a white person is beaten or abused by the police, right?
Yeah.
So I think where people's frustration is, for some people, is, well, where's the Black Lives Matter movement when, the murder rate is at all-time high in Chicago and Kansas City and St. Louis?
For this. There's ad hoc groups across the nation.
Right.
They don't get funded. That's the issue.
And nine times out of 10, you're talking about criminals killing criminals.
More often.
I feel like we've had this conversation so many times and my head hurts. I'm sorry.
No, because you absolutely, bro. I literally started catching a headache as soon as I started thinking about it, because I was just like, I gotta go through this again. Because we gotta keep repeating this rhetoric.
Same shit.
Bro, it's the same talking points, because it's just, how many times do we have to tell people are going to kill people within their proximity, right?
Yeah.
Nobody drives more than 10 to 20 miles for a murder. Those are rare. You know what I'm saying? Like when you hear about those old Army vets that have a house full of guns that got killed by some young teens, right? Mm-hmm. Rare. Very fucking rare. That is not, it's not happening often.
Niggas don't even drive 20 miles for pussy.
It's a new day and age, bro.
I mean, they
That's stretch these days.
They do, but I'm saying it's not regular. It's
niggas aren't consistently trying to drive 20 miles for pussy.
Exactly.
10 miles is a stretch sometimes.
10 miles?
10 miles.
10 miles ain't that far.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, just, all right, so where we at, right? We on the other side. Imagine us driving. Could you imagine yourself driving to Independence every time you wanted some ass?
No.
It's a stretch, right?
Every time, no.
Exactly, it's a stretch, and that's 10 miles.
I'm not even driving for food, bro.
Exactly. Bro, Kansas ain't nothing but like 7 miles from where we stay, right?
Yeah.
And I still like, do I really want to go over there?
I'll be damned.
Every time.
I'll be damned.
Bro, I be having a stress face on.
Chick-fil-A right down the street.
I don't want those chicken that bad.
Shit, it's too late. Cane's open.
Cane's still open. If not, I'm gonna hit Zaxby's. It's not gonna do what I want, but it's something.
You know.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like when people get to saying those talking points, well shit, let's talk about like white on white crime. Cause then like you want to start talking about like white collar crimes and shit. Like bro, white people robbing other white people blind. Like what the fuck? These are things that should be talked about, right? Mm-hmm. And so like I just don't feel like those arguments should be used as a smokescreen to.
Yeah, it's just deflection. That's all.
That's it.
That's all.
That's all it is. It's just deflection. Like and that's the worst part. Like, so when they get to talking about black on black crime, it's been explicitly said that the CIA put crack in poor neighborhoods. We know this. They released the documents themselves.
Yeah.
Literally, how did black people go from a prosperous, burgeoning people in the 70s to crack-addled junkies in the 80s? That was by design. That didn't just fucking happen. Mm-hmm. So, like, when people are like, oh, well, you know, single fathers aren't in the house. Nigga, they didn't have a chance. They didn't have a fucking chance. When everybody is selling crack and shooting each other,
we didn't land on crack rock.
Crack rock landed on us.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
That's like, bro.
Or whatever Malcolm X said.
And then how they started angling all the laws, bro.
Facts.
It was to get the father out of the fucking house.
Right. And then you joke about our fathers being out the house. Come on,
you get
man.
what I'm saying? Like, bro, it was all by design. Like, no. And then
and that's what we mean when we say this is systematic.
And the fact that, like, also something else that's been polarizing to me is this idea of solid, like, ethnic or race solidarity. Like, black people don't even group themselves all together.
No.
They, like, literally within the past 50 years decided to start pulling up the quote-unquote lesser races of white people. The Irish and the Italians. They just, like, it's like, you can be police officers. We won't fuck with you as much. Just go beat on the niggas. Just do that for us. We're good. Call it even. You know what I'm saying? Like, and also, like, it's just so many fucking talking points I've been seeing. Like, with the Civil War, right? They like, well, white men with guns freed black people. Nigga, they did that to save an economy.
Right.
The Northern economy had nothing on the South. They was making so much fucking money off of cotton, and it's free fucking labor. In the North, they wanted to pay for labor. It was more white people employed, but they still had to pay for the labor. They wasn't getting paid shit,
right?
But they was finally getting paid because that was a big issue. White unemployment. White people needed jobs. How do you do that when somebody else is literally outsourcing free labor? You start a fucking war, right? To free those people. Like I
feel like anybody in their right mind know that wasn't about freeing slaves. They
should, like, and that's what I'm saying. Most people are doing that just for an emotional reaction.
Yeah.
Trolling. That's some high level trolling. I'll give it to them. That's some top tier trolling. But trolling none the fucking less.
Where we at, Ray?
103.
Jesus. That was quick.
Yeah. Quicker than normal, because any other time I'll be sitting there like, damn, we only had 30 minutes. I ain't talking myself out. Mm-hmm. That liquor got me spitting. But look like Milwaukee got this wrapped up.
Yeah.
Bricks. Come on now.
Hell no, nigga.
Try sharing that shit, nigga. Fuck. But yeah, bro.
Just the last thing I guess we can wrap this up with is I know you guys probably seen the interview Snoop did where he said Eminem is in his top 10.
I'm sorry, that shit always makes me ugly laugh. Cause like I
agree with him.
I know where Eminem stands in my book. And it's just so funny though, just to see the slander. It's just Jesus Christ, dog.
Bro. You are drunk, man. You are drunk. It's okay you're drunk, but now you have to acknowledge it. You have to admit it now. Because first you try to deny it, now you have to admit it. Because it's out in the open. It's no secret.
Oh shit!
Say it.
Maybe a little.
Nah, but keep on, bro.
But yeah, no, just Eminem slander. I'm always there for. It's great because I know he can take it. It won't be no real repercussions on it. We all know what the legend how much of a legend he really is. Mm-hmm. So
I don't mind him being outside the top 10. That's not disrespectful to me. And when you look at what Snoop was saying, you have to touch the culture. You know what I'm saying? And I think Eminem touched the culture, but you hear all the time, what hood niggas is listening to Eminem? That's the culture of rap.
That's fair.
That's the foundation of that's where it's at. And then everything else is a bonus.
Because I'm not gonna lie, every time they interview a black dude from Detroit, so where Eminem in your top five?
Eminem,
real shit, nigga. We ain't listen to no Eminem.
Come on, man.
Every time.
And I get it.
Makes sense.
You can't relate to fucking. I want to kill my mom.
Yeah, I hate my mom.
Or I hate my mom and I want to kill my girlfriend. Who's relating to that shit? Really, I mean, you only relating that shit if you're doing a lot of drugs.
Eminem was for a different fan base. Absolutely. And I mean, he's probably number one in a lot of people's different fan bases, but in the true rap culture, in the true hardcore fan rap culture, I can see why he's not top 10. I mean, probably number one. This is just me, so don't everybody freak out. But number one to me is Tupac.
You can't get mad at somebody.
No,
I know, but some people will.
Some people, and like those people, I just tell them, yo, take a chill pill.
I mean, off influence, that's probably the number one.
Yeah,
off influence and impact,
Fact. Matter of fact, because did you see that fake playlist somebody put together?
Yeah, I seen it. I seen you reposted it actually.
And I was just sitting there thinking, like, they didn't even put some of Big's best songs on there. And if so, like, they kept putting it against, like, Pac's, like, just undeniable hit. And I'm just like, bro, that's not even fair.
It's no way the battle would be ordered like that, one. And Pac is so impulsive, there's no way. He probably won't even play some of his best shit. Pac is that impulsive, just like,
this my shit.
I'm paying, yeah. You know Pac, bro. Like, at least you got an idea of how Pac was. So, yeah.
And to be real, Biggie, he probably played all his biggest hits, like the bad boy hits.
Well, one, he has to, but...
oh, he has no choice.
Yeah, he has no choice. Plus, he only had 2 albums. You kind of have to.
He gonna rely on a lot of features.
But, they didn't play Machine Gun Funk, did they? I mean, they wouldn't...
I didn't see it. I'm gonna look at it again, but I don't remember seeing it. 1 second.
Or is that it? Or what's the record I'm thinking about?
Give Me the Loot.
Give Me the Loot. Was that on there?
Let me see. Kicking the Doors on there, which is great.
But
Who Shot You?
If Give Me the Loot is a point.
Bro, no. Give Me the Loot is not on there.
Give Me the Loot is a fucking point, bro.
Yeah. Easy money. Like, that's an easy money song. Miss You. I don't even know that song. Miss You. I don't even know that song. I'm not proclaiming to be a huge Biggie fan. Like, on some real, I didn't really give his work a real chance until like 2016.
Real shit.
Yeah, like when I started getting
hardcore West Coast shit, just growing up West Coast.
Bro, like, and it low-key, in these parts, it was kind of shameful to listen to Biggie.
Real shit.
Yeah, like, what the fuck you don't listen to them? Like, you don't relate to them. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, they didn't have gangbanging culture out there like that. Like, that shit was just migrating over there. Gangbanging culture, like, a lot of motherfuckers was on their second strike in Cali and started moving to the Midwest. That's how you ended up with all these different, like, gang sets everywhere. Yeah, so, like, some of them landed here and took that same mentality with them. So, it was not cool to listen to that shit.
Wow.
Yeah, just a little history lesson.
Word. But going back to the Eminem, one bomb I would drop is... The argument is, a lot of arguments against Eminem is content, right?
Yeah.
I would argue this. Wayne hasn't had content since Carter 3. If we keeping it a whole bill, Wayne hasn't had content since Carter 3.
And, like, let's be completely honest, that legendary run wasn't chock full of fucking content.
No.
Let's keep it like, let's just be funky about it, bro.
And then you could say, but he made no ceilings. Great mixtape. No content. That was elite rapping about nothing. Elite. That's the most elite way you could rap about nothing.
Yep.
Great.
Fan fucking
Love it. No content.
None. Cause like, I get it.
But that's the power of touching the culture. And having hood niggas love you at the end of the day.
Yep. Cause
M's saving grace was being endorsed by Dr. Dre. That's his saving grace.
between that and then help put 50 on.
Yes.
Those are his two. Because
That's his 2 saving grace.
even D12 was like an oddity.
Weird.
Super weird.
Facts.
Nobody, like, I just couldn't imagine, like, hood niggas bumping D12. Like, that just sounds so wrong.
You don't think they were turning up my band?
You know,
Don't love me for the name of my band.
fucking purple hills and shit. Excuse me, purple pills. These blue and yellow purple pills. No, fuck no. Just
That's
no,
funny as
bro.
hell.
That's not happening. So I totally understand it. Did he make any mentions of who was in his top 10?
He was just saying, when you go back to the 80s, it was just some niggas that Eminem couldn't fuck with. And he named, Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One, which I don't really mess with KRS-One like that, but I understand the impact that he had.
Yeah.
It was a few others too that I agree with. I agree with Snoop for the most part.
I mean, Eminem came around at the right time.
At a perfect fucking
A
time.
lot of careers happen. A lot of big careers happen because they came in at the right time.
Yeah,
I mean, he couldn't have come in at a better time. It was the early 2000s.
that's a fact.
America was changing. So for him to come in like that and then just sustain, a 15-ish yearish run, I mean, that's hardly heard of.
But you know how in rap, like, there's a battle rapper that kind of converts himself to being a mainstream rapper?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what Eminem is, but from a horrorcore standpoint. He's a horrorcore rapper that converted into being a mainstream rapper. So, and he mixed those elements throughout his career. So I don't know. I feel like that's why he doesn't get really the respect that he deserves.
Possibly.
I think he gets what he deserves. I don't know. I don't think he's that underrated, or I don't think if he was overrated, I don't think he's that overrated. I think he's where he needs to be. If he's outside the top 10, that's fine. As I've grown older, he's not in my top 10 anymore. I used to say he's like, in my 5, not in my 5 no more. I used to say he was in my top 10, not in my 10 anymore. Not there.
Really?
Yeah. I love Eminem, but he's not in my top 10. You just get older, man. And it's just certain shit that impacts you more.
Bro, this is groundbreaking. I thought I'd never hear today.
Since we're talking about music.
Boy, you are drunk.
No, but I've been thinking about this for a while. Do you think Usher regrets recording Same Girl with R. Kelly?
Hey. Word. Sir. Sir.
Wait. I wasn't ready for that one.
No, I wasn't either.
I think that's definitely got to be a regret.
Easy.
Yeah.
You out here sharing bitches with R. Kelly.
That ain't it.
So fucking.
And on that note,
That's been it from the SchroBanks Show. Live from Rated R Studios. I'm your boy Ray. I've been here with my dog, Rated R Randy.
what's happening?
And my man EDJ. Yeah, he drunk. And we miss you, Papa Schro. Come back soon, homie.
SchroBanks out.